What the hell are you? What the hell are you doing here? How the hell you get in? Do you want something? I don't know what I got. I got my Subway card. I think there's like a half a sub on there or something. You can take it if you want. I swear, please, I swear. Oh, it's just a nightmare. Welcome everybody to another Netflix Nights, number 16. And that nightmare reminded me of the movie we're going to talk about today, Rings. But before we do, let's see what the good folks over at Netflix have for a synopsis for us today, shall we? Reaching back into the blood-soaked past, this prequel to the two Ring horror epics delves into the dark origins of the lethal videotape that would soon give rise to an epidemic of mayhem and murder. Rated PG-13 and from 2017. And before we start, that Netflix synopsis is a lie. This is not a prequel. This is a sequel. Yes, there is moments of maybe showing a little bit of backstory, but beyond that, this is a straight up sequel. So that synopsis lied, folks. And before we really get started in this, look, the first Ring movie is fantastic. It's creepy. It's atmospheric. It's scary. It's a very well done movie directed by Gore Verbinski, and I think it's one of the better remakes to come down the pike in the last maybe 20 or so years. It really is a fantastic movie. Absolutely. It's awesome. And you know, I saw The Ring 2 back in 2005 in the theaters with my mother, and you know what? It honestly was not a great movie. It was pretty lackluster. It really was, guys. And nobody really remembers that movie that much. And that was back in 2005. This movie came out this year in 2017. That's 12 years. You can't expect people to really remember your franchise and really sort of want to be invested in this again after 12 long years of a wait of another movie. You cannot expect people to do that. And that's just one of the problems with this movie. Another problem is that what's great about that first Ring movie is that it's a videotape. It's old school technology. And that's really, I think, the thing that I want to stress, is that it's old school technology, and that's really what made it creepy, is the fact that you have to find a videotape player, you have to, you know, do all this stuff to watch the video, but the video is so intriguing, and the whole, everybody talking about this videotape, you have to go out and find the stuff. You have to want to search for this. The problem now is that, okay, it's now you can stream it on your computer, you can stream it on your TV, you can, you know, take it on your cell phone. There's no sort of specialness about the video anymore. And that's one of the many things that sort of is taken away by this movie, and that's a problem. And so that's one of many issues that the movie has. Another issue that the movie has is that you don't care about any of these characters, really. The problem is you don't get invested in them enough, and not only that, but a lot of these people are watching the video not out of sort of a need to want to watch it, as in they're protecting somebody, or in the fact that, you know, they are sort of being tricked into it. A lot of these people are just doing it of their own free will. They know what this video is, and they're just watching it anyways. Now, that's not the case for every character, but for a few of them, yeah, it is. And I can't get on board with these characters if they just are doing it for the sake of doing it, and that's it. And look, I think the actors do a really good job with this movie. I think that Jonathan Galecki, who is on The Big Bang Theory, I think he does a decent job as sort of a professor who's doing this underground study about the video itself and, wanting to see the effects of it. And honestly, it's a stupid thing, the idea of doing a study on this video and forcing people to watch this and putting people's lives in danger. But it's the most interesting thing in the movie. And honestly, he does a good job with it. Vincent D'Onofrio was in this movie, who was recently in Daredevil Season 1 and also The Magnificent Seven. And he plays a character who's the keeper of this cemetery, and he's blind. And that's really all I'll say. There's more of a spoiler there, but I don't want to spoil it for you guys. And, they do a decent job with what they have. But they don't have much to do, unfortunately. And the people that you do follow in this movie, you don't really care about. You're just going through the motions with them. You don't care. And that's the sad part about it. You just don't care about these people. And the movie is overcomplicated. There's now the video within the video. So you have the Ring video, and now you have a second video which is within that video that nobody seemed to notice or anything like that. And now this character has to go off and try to solve what's going on with it. And it just falls completely flat. And the unfortunate thing also is that now with Samara can basically do whatever she wants. In the first movie, she was very controlled of like, okay, I'm gonna give you the 7 days and then I'm going to kill you. And there's no escaping that. And it's all this creepy stuff happens within the 7-day time period. Now she can attack people who haven't even seen the video. She can attack blind people. She can end up like, hopping into somebody's body. Like, it's like, at a certain point, these villains need certain amounts of limitation. I'm not asking for them to be constrained completely, but if you set up the rules in the first movie, try to stay consistent with it, right? The Ring 2 didn't stay consistent with it, and neither does this movie. No one stays consistent with the rules. That's why when you have a franchise like this, you set up the rules and then you stick with them unless you absolutely have to change them. But this is a really creepy concept. You can still do a lot with this concept if you just follow the basic rules, and they don't. And you know what? The problem with this also is that, certain horror franchises have fatigue. And I hate to say it, but we're 3 movies in, and this franchise has fatigue. Okay, it does. There's no doubt about it. And will there be a sequel to this movie? I don't know. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say we're not going to get a sequel to this movie, and the end of this movie definitely teases a sequel. I don't think we're ever going to get it. I think if we're going to get anything within 5-10 years' time, I think we'll see another reboot, which I think is a shame because I don't think we need it. But I think that's what we're going to get because, unfortunately, that's all that Hollywood is offering us at this point for the most part, which is a real shame. So, look, do I recommend Rings? Absolutely not. I do not recommend it. I say stick with the first movie. The first movie is a classic now. And forget about the 2005 Ring 2. Forget about the 2017 one. And just focus on that first movie because this movie is a mess. It's overly complicated. It took 2 years to come out. This movie was supposed to come out in 2015, and it got delayed for close to 2 years. Not only that, but they ended up within that time period taking about 20 minutes out, and with those 20 minutes really consisted of explaining stuff in the movie. And it needed it. This movie needed explaining to the max, and it just didn't do it. And you know what, for me, I'm just gonna say this is a waste of time to watch, guys. We're heading towards the Halloween season, and I know there's a lot of people who are like, oh, I want to grab any horror movie to watch. I want to kind of grab stuff. Don't grab this. Pass on it. Just forget it even existed. I wish that I could, but I can't. So, yeah. It's a big skip for me, guys. So, that'll do it. Netflix Nights number 16 is in the books. And thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you like the videos and the content I've been doing, hit subscribe and you're going to get more of it. Also, I am on Twitter and Facebook, FilmFan108, so check me out there. Alright guys, I will see you next time for another Netflix Nights. Take care.